So now we are doing with leave salary, section 10, subsection 10, double A, leave salary. What we are doing now? Leave salary. Firstly, let's understand what is leave salary. Leave salary means even when the employee is not going to the employer, that is not going for work at the employer's place, still he is receiving salary. So what is leave salary? That I'll be explaining you at the end of the video. First, let us draw a chart. Leave salary means in a year an employee has, say, 45 days that he can take leave. 45 days including all the Sundays. I am taking an example. It is not so. For the companies there is a different rule, but I am saying it now. 45 days including Sundays. That is, already there are 52 Sundays and you are getting 45 days as a leave including the Sundays. So okay, we'll take some other example because it is not fitting in, because there are 52 Sundays already in a year and 45, it is not logical. Let's take 25 days, no, not 25 days, we'll take 35 days other than 52 Sundays. 35 days leave an employee can take. Say if he has become injured during a year, so if he has taken that leave, he won't get salary. He will get salary for that. But there is a different concept, that is leave salary. There are 35 days of leave given to an employee in a year. If the employee takes such leave, then he won't get the benefit. But if he has not taken any leave and he has keep on working, then how it will be taxable and all, it is given in this chart. First we have to draw the chart, because without drawing the chart it will be difficult for me to explain you all. Leave salary, uncashed spelling is wrong, uncashed during service period, uncashed after retirement, uncashed during the service period. So what I was telling is leave salary. Now I'll be able to make you all understand, and you all will also understand it properly. Leave salary. See, let's assume 35 days other than 52 Sundays in a year is given as a leave, given as a leave to an employee. If the employee does not take any of the leave and asks salary for 35 days, then such salary encashed during the service period, then it will be taxable to all the employees, that is government as well as non-government. Okay. Now uncashed after retirement period, we have to draw a chart again here. If government employee, if uncashed, that is, see, he has worked for every 35 days in a year for last 30 years. He has not taken any leave. Whatever leave it has been allotted to him, he has not taken. So he has got 35 days leave. So 35 days there will be other rate of salary given to the employee. So such amount will be uncashed after the retirement period. If he has uncashed after the retirement and he is a government employee, then it will be exempt. But if he has uncashed it during the service period, it will be taken as a salary and it will be taxable to all the employees, that is government as well as non-government. Okay. But now we have done government employee in uncashed after retirement, but we'll see other employees. See this, again I am making you all aware, this is an exemption. In uncashed during the service period, there is no exemption. Uncashed after retirement, that is government employee, whatever amount he has received will totally exempt. That is amount less exemption under section 10 subsection 10 AA. Whatever amount has received will become exemption and outer column 0. Now other employee exemption will calculate. First, leave credit. Leave credit means 35 days. What I have given here is leave credit. How we'll calculate leave credit is a formula I'll be giving you all. Leave credit into average salary per month. Don't goof up with this gratuity part. Other employees, please don't do that. This is something different. There is no 10 years average, no average of 10 years have to be taken, average of 12 months have to be only taken. 10 months into average salary per month. Third, amount received. Fourth, maximum 3 lakhs, whichever is lower will become exemption. Will become what? Exemption. Now we'll firstly find leave credit. Leave credit is equal to total leave. Total leave equal to 30 days max in a year into number of years of service divided by 30 days / 1 month. Why I have written this? Now you'll understand why I have written this, because at times 45 days leave is also provided to employee, but maximum 30-day leaves will be only available. So that means 30 will get cut up and down, and number of years will become the leave credit. I hope you all are understanding it now, because if in the question, if it is given 25, you have to take 25 and divide it by 30 only. But if it is given 45, you have to take maximum 30 only. I hope this is clear to you all. Now we'll see average salary. Average salary per month is equal to basic salary plus dearness allowances plus turnover commission per month. I hope this is clear to you all. Please, I want you all to copy this much first. Please pause the video and copy. I hope you all have copied. Please copy this much. I hope you all have copied this much also. Please copy the remaining part. I hope you all have copied this also. So now let's read the chart, how to interpret the chart. Leave salary. Now I hope you have understood. See, 35 days or 45 days, that is not a concern. A particular number of days are given as a leave to an employee. If such employee have taken such leave, if he have taken such leave credit, then such benefit will not be available. But he have worked for all the leave days and he has not uncashed it, and he has uncashed it after the retirement. So firstly he'll get this much exemption. Whichever is lower will become the exemption. But if a government employee, whatever amount he has received will become the exemption. But if he has worked for all the leave days and asked for the payment of all the leave days, then it will become taxable to all the employees, that is government employee as well as non-government employee. Encashed after the retirement period, if encashed after the retirement period by the government employee, it will be exemption. It will be totally exempted. If uncashed after the retirement period by other employees, how we have to calculate this. The following formula is given to you all. Leave credit will be calculated in the following manner. Total leave is equal to 30 days maximum in a year. If it is 20 days, so you have to take 20 days maximum, 20 days into number of the years, 30 days maximum in a year into number of years of service divided by 30 days / 1 month. Average salary per month is equal to basic salary per month plus basic salary plus dearrence allowances plus turnover commission per month. 10 months into average salary per month. Third, amount received. Fourth, maximum 3 lakhs. Whichever is lower will become exemption. I hope you all have copied the leave salary also. If not, I am again giving you all the time. Please pause the video and copy. I hope you all have copied. Please pause the video and copy. I hope you all have copied. Please pause the video and copy. I hope you all have copied.